Forget everything you thought you knew about the discovery of America. What if I told you that, centuries before Columbus, an African king, ruler of one of the wealthiest empires on earth, embarked on an epic voyage across the Atlantic and made it? This isn't just history. It's a forgotten saga of ambition, courage, and a quest for knowledge that will redefine your understanding of global exploration. Welcome to African Roots, and prepare to meet Mansa Aboubakary II. In the early 14th century, while much of Europe was still emerging from the Dark Ages, the Mali Empire stood as a colossal beacon of civilization, one of the wealthiest and most powerful on earth. Its golden cities were not just bustling hubs of commerce, but also vibrant centers of learning and culture, attracting scholars, artists, and merchants from across continents. Imagine vast libraries filled with ancient manuscripts, universities bustling with students debating philosophy and astronomy, and markets overflowing with gold, salt, and goods from distant lands. The empire controlled vast gold mines and crucial trans-Saharan trade routes, making it an unparalleled center of prosperity and intellectual advancement. At its helm was Mansa Aboubakary II, a ruler of immense power and resources, yet driven by an insatiable curiosity that transcended his vast domain. He was the predecessor to the legendary Mansa Musa, whose pilgrimage to Mecca would later astound the world with Mali's unimaginable wealth. But Aboubakary II's legacy, though equally profound in its vision, remains largely in the shadows, a testament to a history often overlooked and deliberately suppressed. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Mansa Aboubakary II was not content with merely ruling his prosperous empire. He was captivated by the mysteries of the great ocean, the Atlantic, and the persistent, almost philosophical question of what lay beyond its seemingly endless horizon. While the prevailing belief of the time, even in Europe, was that the ocean marked the perilous edge of the known world, a place where ships could fall off the earth, Aboubakary II harbored a different, more audacious vision. He believed there had to be another shore, another land, waiting to be discovered. This was not a quest for conquest or territorial expansion, but a profound pursuit of knowledge, a scientific and spiritual endeavor to push the boundaries of human understanding and exploration. His curiosity was a flame that burned brighter than any earthly crown, a testament to the intellectual spirit of his age and culture. His first attempt to unravel this mystery began around 1311. Mansa Aboubakary II, with the full backing of his empire's immense resources, commissioned an ambitious expedition of 200 ships. These vessels were not mere canoes. They were sturdy, ocean-faring vessels, likely constructed from durable African hardwoods, designed to withstand the rigors of the open sea. They were manned by Mali's most skilled sailors, navigators, and engineers, provisioned meticulously for a long and arduous voyage with food, water, and trade goods. He gave his commanders a clear, yet challenging, instruction: not to return until they had reached the other side of the ocean or had completely exhausted their supplies. Months passed, filled with anxious waiting in the Malian ports. The vastness of the ocean swallowed the fleet, leaving only silence. Then, to the astonishment and dismay of the court, only one ship, battered and worn, returned. Its captain recounted a harrowing tale of a powerful, relentless current, a river in the middle of the ocean, that had relentlessly swept away all the other vessels, leaving him as the sole, traumatized survivor. The loss was immense, a blow to the empire's resources and morale, but it also provided invaluable data, a crucial piece of the puzzle for the Mansa's grand vision. Any lesser man, any less visionary ruler, might have been utterly deterred by such a catastrophic loss of life and resources. But Mansa Aboubakary II was no ordinary monarch. Far from being discouraged, the survivor's account only fueled his determination. transforming the tragedy into a scientific challenge. The tale of the powerful current, far from being a deterrent, became a puzzle to be solved, a force of nature to be understood, and perhaps even harnessed. He was convinced that if such a current existed, it could also be navigated, that its power could be used as a guide rather than a destroyer. His desire to understand the world, to push the boundaries of human knowledge, was stronger than any fear of the unknown or any setback. He saw not failure, but a lesson learned, a piece of the puzzle revealed, confirming his hypothesis that there was indeed something beyond the horizon. This was the spirit of a true explorer, a scientist king. In a move that stunned his court, defied all political conventions, and echoed through history as an unparalleled act of intellectual courage, Mansa Abubakar II abdicated his throne in 1312. He willingly handed the reins of the vast and wealthy Mali Empire to his brother, the future legendary Mansa Musa. He did this not for personal gain, not for escape from responsibility, but to personally lead a second, even grander expedition. This time, he assembled a colossal fleet of 2,000 ships. These vessels were meticulously designed and constructed, drawing on the advanced expertise of engineers and shipbuilders from the Lake Chad region, renowned for their maritime prowess, much like their ancient Egyptian ancestors. They were built to withstand the rigors of the open ocean, incorporating innovations in sail design, hull construction, and possibly even early forms of navigation instruments. The ships were loaded with enough gold, water, and food to last for 2 years, carrying not just thousands of men and women, sailors, but also traders, builders, artists, warriors, and learned men and women, all eager to contribute to this monumental undertaking, to be part of this unprecedented quest for discovery. This was a civilization-wide effort, a testament to a collective spirit of adventure and scientific inquiry, a true national endeavor. The grand voyage began with the colossal fleet setting sail into the vast, mysterious expanse of the Atlantic. The Malian navigators, drawing upon generations of accumulated knowledge and their advanced understanding of ocean currents, including what we now recognize as the powerful North Equatorial Current and the Gulf Stream, embarked on a journey that would redefine the limits of human exploration. They understood the stars, the winds, and the subtle shifts of the sea, employing sophisticated celestial navigation techniques, possibly using instruments like the kamal or early forms of astrolabes. Oral traditions from West Africa suggest they used sophisticated communication methods, possibly involving drums and signal fires, to maintain cohesion and direction across the massive fleet, a testament to their organizational and technological sophistication. This was an expedition driven by an unquenchable thirst for discovery, a testament to the intellectual and technological prowess of the Mali Empire, a civilization far more advanced than many historical accounts give credit for. Imagine the sheer scale of this undertaking, a flotilla stretching for miles across the ocean, each vessel a beacon of human ambition, carrying the hopes and dreams of an entire empire, sailing into the unknown. While definitive archaeological proof remains a subject of ongoing research and passionate debate, compelling evidence strongly suggests that Mansa Abubakar II and his fleet successfully reached the shores of the Americas. Accounts from European explorers, upon their arrival centuries later, reported encountering communities in the New World with distinct African features and cultural practices, including the use of gold-tipped spears and specific weaving techniques. For instance, Columbus himself noted the presence of gold alloy tips on spears used by indigenous peoples, which, when analyzed, matched the composition of gold from West Africa. Furthermore, numerous oral traditions among certain indigenous peoples of the Americas, particularly in Brazil and the Caribbean, speak of the arrival of dark-skinned strangers from the East long before Columbus. Some historians, citing the detailed writings of the Syrian historian Ibn Fadlallah al-Umari, who met Abubakari II, suggests a landing in what is now Brazil, possibly near the region of Recife, a location strategically positioned to receive transatlantic currents. These are not isolated anecdotes, but a confluence of historical, anthropological, and even linguistic clues pointing to a pre-Columbian African presence. The impact of this pre-Columbian African presence in the Americas, if fully confirmed and acknowledged, would be immense and transformative for our understanding of global history. It suggests not just a fleeting visit, but potentially sustained diplomatic contact, commercial exchange, and cultural diffusion. Imagine the exchange of knowledge, technologies, goods, and even genetic material. Historical records and archaeological findings hint at the introduction of new crops from the Americas to Mali, such as corn, beans, peanuts, peppers, and cotton, which would have had a transformative effect on Malian agriculture, diet, and population growth. Conversely, African metallurgy, textile techniques, and even certain spiritual practices could have influenced indigenous American cultures. This was a two-way street of cultural and biological exchange, a vibrant interaction between continents far removed from the one-sided narratives of discovery we have been taught for centuries. This challenges the very foundation of our understanding of global interconnectedness, revealing a much richer and more complex tapestry of human interaction, a world that was interconnected long before European expansion. The story of Mansa Abubakari II is a powerful and necessary reminder that history is often written by the victors, and that many significant contributions from non-European civilizations have been deliberately or inadvertently overlooked, marginalized, or erased. His audacious journey challenges the Eurocentric view of global exploration and highlights the incredible spirit of adventure, scientific inquiry, and profound cultural exchange that existed in Africa centuries ago. It is a story of an African king who valued knowledge and discovery above all else, willing to abandon the richest throne in the world to pursue a dream, to answer a fundamental question about the world. His legacy is a testament to the intellectual curiosity and maritime capabilities of ancient African civilizations, a beacon of what was possible when human ambition met ingenuity, a story that deserves its rightful place in the global narrative of human achievement. This untold story is not just about a historical event, it's about reclaiming a narrative, celebrating African ingenuity, and inspiring us all to question what we think we know about the past. It reminds us that the human spirit of exploration, the desire to discover and connect, is universal and timeless, transcending geographical and cultural boundaries. It urges us to look beyond conventional textbooks and embrace a more inclusive, richer understanding of our shared human history. It's a call to re-examine, to learn, and to celebrate the full spectrum of human achievement, acknowledging the contributions of all peoples to the grand narrative of humanity. Let Mansa Abubakari II's journey be a catalyst for a deeper, more honest exploration of our collective past and a source of inspiration for future generations to continue pushing the boundaries of knowledge and understanding. Don't forget to subscribe to African Roots to discover more treasures of African history and culture. Share this video if you learned something new, and leave a comment to tell us what you think about Mansa Abubakari II's incredible journey and its implications. Your engagement helps us continue to explore and celebrate these incredible, often hidden stories that shape our world. See you soon for a new exploration into the rich tapestry of African heritage.